you stream now.
Where's the streaming at?
I think it's just on YouTube. It's not even.
And we ain't get no commercials. Sharper than a
Fly, fly, fly. Gucci, huh? I drink till I'm drunk.
Fellas, head on down to New Generation Barber Shop, right off of 2600 McFarland Boulevard East, Suite C. Go ahead and get you a fly cut from my boy Fred Brown. You can hit him up at 205-292-4995. Also Sam Brown at 205-722-8506. And how can I forget about my boy Amp the Barber? Hit him up at 205-561-7473. Check him out, y'all.
Take a pic, I might as well. Hell, drop the top and take a selfie.
You sharper than a goddamn number 2 pencil.
Head on down to Archibald and Woodrow, some of the best barbecue in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, y'all. Right off of 4125 Greensboro Avenue, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, 35405. You can hit them up at 205-331-4858. Also, you can find them at their other location, 1211 Martin Luther King Boulevard, Northport, Alabama, 35476, 205-345-6861.
Tastes so good, make you want to slap your mama.
It is Sunday night. Going to edition of Battle of the Sexes right here on Sound Booth Radio, Sound Booth ENT. Battle of the Sexes is brought to you by Sound Booth ENT, and it is produced by yours truly, Big Mike, and of course, Carmelo, DJ Mello Hair is your two executive producers who are joined right here on the panel tonight. Joining us right off the bat, we have, of course, Miss Lady T in here with us.
Hey, how's everybody tonight?
Hey, Lady T, Boss Lady T.
That's right.
You got to say it right, Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry. Boss Lady T joining us tonight. Also, of course, I just heard Miss Cassandra corrected my grammar. Hey, Cassandra.
Hey, everybody.
How you doing?
Doing great. How about you?
Hey, we here. It's the start of another week, man. So that means that the countdown is coming up for Valentine's Day. For all of you who don't know. We also have on the line Miss Peg. Peg, what's going on with you?
What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
Hey,
we just hold it on down, trying to hold it down. And finally, of course, my ace boom coon, saying, what did we call you last week, man? Because I know you.
Yeah, I am no longer to be referred to as my previous name. My new name, henceforth now and forevermore, will be known as the Devil's Advocate. Because I am here to play all wrong sides. I am here to play the bad guy, and I am here to make y'all's what's the word I'm looking for? Y'all's mental acumen look foolish.
There it is.
Okay.
Hey, for those of y'all who don't know who that is, that's Stan G, the Devil's Advocate. So that's what we're doing. And of course, we're probably going to have a couple of our other members pop in here in a few minutes. But right now we want to go ahead and get started because we're already running behind, and I hate being on CP time. Y'all know how it is. I want to send a quick shout out and prayers out to all the people who had devastation that went on this past Thursday during the 3 EF2 tornadoes that hit this area on Thursday. We had, if I'm not mistaken, we had one fatality and 3 other people that were critically injured in the hospital, and we're hoping that everybody comes out of this all right. We're hoping that everyone is able to rebuild bigger, better in on their lands. So that's our prayer from Sound Booth ENT to everyone in Somerville and other areas as well. That just comes from us down here. The weather been kind of freaky. It was uh, like Stan G would say, cold as a witch's titty in a tin bra yesterday, and
Mhm.
it was kind of pleasant. So it's kind of looking like it's gonna be that same way all week here in Tuscaloosa. All right. Now, with that being said, what we got to get into is this topic of tonight. Now, this topic of the night, uh, it was kind of interesting because Lady T came to me on last Monday, and she had a conversation with a couple of her male coworkers, and they were saying that it's just as difficult for a man of today to find a good woman as it is for a woman to find a good man. Now, I felt like that was going to be a hot topic because I don't think that a lot of women feel that way. But I am interested in knowing what you guys think, and of course, we got to start with the ladies on this topic. We'll start with Lady T. Lady T, how was your friends talking about that? What were they saying?
This guy, he's in his early 30s. He's not a 20-year-old. He's in his early 30s. And he was kind of opening up to me about, he's a single guy that it's kind of difficult to find someone to really settle down with because all the women in his age group are already taken, already married, already in relationships. And so all that's left, he said, for them is the young ladies in their 20s that, they're not settled yet and they still want to go out and party. Or if it's not that, they already have 2, 3, 4 kids and they just 25. So it's like, what do we do? What do I do? So he was just saying that's pretty much the situation, and he lives in Birmingham. I don't know how it is anywhere else, but like up here is that's pretty much what the situation is.
Mm.
He was having difficulties,
Do you
finding somebody that he really want to be with. Now that he kind of want to be, he got all of the wildness out of his system, whatever.
That's what I was gonna say. Sounds like he's at that point where he's ready to settle down, and now everybody else is, still doing them or whatever. Do you know if he has any kids? I'm just interested because he mentioned they have 2, 3, 4 kids.
Now, I don't
Mm, mm.
it's like, if a lady had like one child, 2 kids, but then you got a lot of them that's got 3 and 4 and 5.
Right.
How many he got?
Just one.
One.
How old?
I think she
Small child, teenager,
Yeah.
grown.
Elementary school age. I put it
Okay.
down.
Okay.
Stan, were you thinking what I'm thinking? Like, depending on how old the child, he probably ain't through with the mama.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna say. That I'm gonna say.
I was
And
thinking the
then,
same thing. Oh my God, it's scary, Stan, and I'm thinking alike.
but then, and then the other part too is he is. How old is he, Tasha?
He early 30s.
And he trying to settle down for what?
That's well, I just figured
Wow.
he might want some
Really?
consistency. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's lonely coming home by yourself. You know what I'm saying? If he don't have his kid all the time, I'm sure. Most of the time.
And then he isn't the only young man I've heard say that. I've heard a couple of others, say the same thing.
Anybody else back there?
you know, at the place where I work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well,
For the ones that want to be serious, you know, because you still got some that still trying to play or whatever, but they're serious. You know, this is the kind of stuff that they're saying.
okay.
Okay,
Gotcha.
you know what? I will say this, Tasha. I will say this. 30-something years old, and he got an elementary school age child. And he working at a plant. He really does have a settled kind of life. So that's kind of rare for somebody kind of that young-ish. You know what I'm saying? Because usually 30-somethings, especially, you know, that's for real, if you just getting your first, you know, real full-time job, you start really making you some money. That's when you can, you know, really do some things. And for him to have a mindset to settle down, and I'll say this, and I don't mean it as a slight, because I'm that way too, but that's really some Tuscaloosa shit.
Oh,
That's
I'm sorry. How are we not supposed to take that as a slight?
No, not necessarily Tuscaloosa. Tank can back me up on this one. It's more small town stuff. Like if he was 30-something years old and working like he was working in a bigger city, he wouldn't be studying that shit. He just studying that shit because you're in a small town.
Oh no,
And ain't shit else to do.
He doesn't live in Tuscaloosa. He's from Birmingham.
That same thing. Birmingham ain't that goddamn lit.
What say you, Tank? Do you agree or disagree?
Yeah. Like what Stan,
We got Tanks not joining the panel also. What's going on?
I agree with what Stan's saying. With living in the biggest city, you're not gonna think about that. Shit is moving and ain't nothing to think about. It's on for men and women.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? He 30-something year old, got some money in his pocket. Just I'll say it like this: if he had a comparable job, like in or around Atlanta, like working at, just say, the airport, not even like in the airport, you know, like the little, you know, the plant jobs. He was making that kind of money, you wouldn't care about them 20-some year olds because you would be in the club with them. And then you'll be grown enough to know better and know how to spend your money and be able to do, man, you wouldn't care nothing about that. He just worried about that shit because his ass in Birmingham / Tuscaloosa / McCalla. Like, it's all the goddamn difference. It ain't no difference. It's the same. But I understand where he's coming from too. Because
I mean, he might be mature. And
I was just going to say that. And I was just going to say that because of the state that he's in, he probably has a little bit more mature mind state.
Exactly.
And so
he got it all out his system. And he ready to settle down. So he done did all that. And he's like, okay, did that. Now.
Yeah, he admitted, you know, like when he was in his 20s, yeah, he wasn't about nothing.
Well, that's good that he can be honest and admit that.
Tell me all this.
Look, Tasha, she's trying to get you to help him find a woman.
But okay. Because I really want to hear what do you think about that?
Who did you ask? I'm sorry.
Peg.
Oh, we lost Peg.
Okay. All right. Well,
but I'm gonna say this though, Buddy probably will have a hard time finding somebody to settle down with at his age, unless he's looking into older women.
Okay. And most older women don't want anybody that young.
Right.
Well, I would get because I don't know, because y'all acting like 30 is so young. But 30 is actually the time where you are supposed to start trying to be like, okay, all that wild stuff, I can't get away with none of that stuff no more. I don't want to do none of that stuff anymore. And you know, you kind of starting to get into your little groove. You don't do half the stuff you used to do when you was in your 20s, and when you start getting into your mid to late 30s. Or you know, early 30s, even you might in the early 30s, you might like, you know, I was still doing this, and then you realize, shoot, I can't stay up like I used to stay up. I can't drink what I used to drink, and get up and go to work.
If you're 35 years old and can't stay up like you 18, you in trouble.
I know. I was gonna say, Mike, we said 30 something, not 50 something.
I'm just saying, what I'm saying is, you don't do that stuff all the time no more, like you did when you was in your 20s.
Okay.
Usually, when you when you get into like in your mid 30s, you know, you don't do that all the time. You don't even want to.
Hey y'all, Sweet Tea backstage. I don't know. Some 30-year-olds want to party until they
See, I look at it from I'm gonna give you a perspective and see if y'all agree with this. Women, I think, mature faster and be more ready earlier than men. Stan made a great point. We just get into good money by the time you're 32, 34. It's time to come out, kick it. You talking about your
Pay it back
20s?
in, y'all.
Ooh, my
Peg and
30s
sweet
was
tea
off the
backstage.
chain.
Right.
You start getting some good money in your 30s. Now you understand. You can elevate a little past the 20s, past the college night, or the 99-cent night. I'm talking about.
Right. Hey, you can show up at the bar and buy a couple of drinks when you're 30.
Right.
So y'all ain't ready to settle down in the 30s because you just not starting to get some good money. Is that what you're saying?
No,
I mean, depending on where you
I think that's just a personal thing. Like, you know, it's some people really settle down in their 20s. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I was just more saying 30 was still kind of young. Now, you ain't old at 30. Shit, I'm almost 50. I ain't old.
I know, right? Me either.
By no means am I saying that you're old. Just saying that most people start trying to smooth out and they don't keep on doing all the stuff that they were doing in their 20s. But they start getting to 30 because now they starting to get stuff. They realizing that, hey, I want a house. I got a car that you know what I'm saying, it's not all about flash all the time. So, you know, I got something that's mine. I know it's mine now. And in the 20s, should you think you live forever? Well, I burn this right now. I'll make some more. That's kind of mentality you had. But and when you start getting into your 30s and 40s, you like, I got to start stacking this. Well, that's how I was anyway.
I mean, but you never was a real. Okay, look, I'll say this, and some of that is environmental because you were in Tuscaloosa and that's all motherfuckers did was work, for one. And then for two, when you got out of Tuscaloosa for the brief period of time you got out of Tuscaloosa, you went to a military thing. So it was always structured. Right. And then when you got back after all of that, when you was making a little bit of money. No, wait a minute. No, hold on. Wait a minute now. Because see, like I said, you forget my title. Because see now you forget who I am. Mm-hmm. Now, and no disrespect to Lady T, but before you met Lady T, sir, you were not trying to stack up nothing and settle nothing down.
Actually, yes, I was, bro.
Man, whatever.
But secondly, when I left Tuscaloosa the first time, it was like I said, I was not in the military, so I was out and about looking and exploring.
But you couldn't be out. You couldn't be out and about. You didn't leave on no single shit.
Well, probably not. But I'm just saying, you made it seem like I worked and came home. No. Actually,
I know you didn't. That's exactly my point.
That's when I started doing stuff that I definitely would not have did down here.
And that's what I'm saying.
Never jumped on those skis and no snowboard and try to do what white folks do.
Hey, we ain't talking about that part. We talking about the late.
But he's saying you're not. Yeah, you weren't single.
All of it though.
You weren't single. You couldn't have
from here, of course. And then I moved to where? Florida.
But that's what I'm saying. You couldn't appreciate Florida as a single man. You couldn't do that. And being in Florida and being out in bigger places as a single individual is way different than in there as a couple.
Yeah. I agree with them.
You know what I'm saying? And if you would have,
I had my fun, and for what I wanted to do, I got married because I didn't want to be.
You got married because I wasn't there.
Hey, sweetie.
You got married because I wasn't there.
That's a lie.
That's a no.
But you gotta agree with them. It is different. Your experience would have been different if you had just moved away single.
Yeah.
Married.
So when you came,
I still would have been looking to settle down.
You would have been. Yeah. I doubt it. If you ever single, I doubt it.
Not right.
That's what y'all say, man. But I know how I was. I know that the part of life wasn't necessarily all for me. I got tired of going out there and trying to see who was for real, and who was trying to see what they can get from me. That's the stuff that I got tired of. And that's straight up.
Like I said, that's just because I wasn't there. That's just because I wasn't there. If I wouldn't have went to UAB, you wouldn't have left. You wouldn't have left. Y'all might have still got married. But you would have left.
When I got married, you was back.
No, I wasn't.
It was.
What year you got married?
2002.
I wasn't back yet.
You were still running around here.
I don't remember staying at the wedding. No, I'm just playing.
I was back and forth between Birmingham then.
But you still was around.
But I was living in Birmingham. I wasn't here because the other part about that, if I wouldn't have went to UAB, and you was gonna leave, you wouldn't have left me.
Oh, put pause behind that when you say that like that.
No, I know. No, I'm just saying. No, I'm saying like this, Tank. If I wouldn't have had it, because by the time Mike moved to Florida, I had a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm saying is, there's no way Mike would have been living down in Florida if I ain't have no kid, no girlfriend, or nothing, and I wouldn't have been a regular visitor. So we would have been out. His experience
left him like
totally
he wasn't
different.
going to.
Right. And see, Mike had a little bit. He was working a good job there. He had a little bit of money. We'd have showed out, and I had a little bit of money. We'd have showed out. He would have went. He would have went back home, but sooner or later it would have caught up with him.
You say that, but like I had like Neil, and I left Neil here. So you think that if Neil didn't come down there on a consistent basis, you think that you would have came down on a consistent basis also?
I think
you would have came up there on a consistent basis.
Sam would have.
I don't know. I don't see that.
No, I wouldn't have been staying there now.
The only thing I know for sure now, living in Atlanta in my 30s as a single male, I don't even. Only thing could be better is heaven. That's it. No other time period of my life. No other.
Dang.
Not no day in the world trip. Not no best Christmas ever. Everyday Christmas.
Right.
So we're hopeless then. We single women have no hope.
Why you say that?
Because if y'all feel like that, y'all are never gonna want to settle down till y'all about and broke down, and then we ain't gonna want you because we want the best part of you, not what's left of you.
No, but you enjoy all those experiences that I had when I was a young man.
I'm not enjoying them. If I didn't
not
know
you personally, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay, so back to, is it harder for guys to find a good woman or whatever?
Agree or disagree that it's just as hard.
Like, see, I couldn't hear you. Say that again.
It's just hard for men that want to get married or settle down to find a woman.
Somebody, hey, mute y'all's phones if you're not speaking.
Okay. She said, do you agree that it's as hard for a man to find a good woman as it is for a woman to find a good man?
I don't agree. You said that for a man to find a good woman?
Yeah.
I mean, we outnumber them so much that it really shouldn't be hard, in my opinion.
But no. The question not to find a woman, to find a good woman, so it still can be equally hard.
Thank you.
Because the more
thank you for that clarification, Tank.
Right.
I guess it depends on what your definition of good is. Because I'm an excellent. I'm beyond good. So, I figure good, y'all can find that. Somebody on my level, yeah. Ain't that many of us out here. But you can find a good one, yeah. Good should be easy.
Peg, I see that you're back with us. What do you think about this topic? Hello, Peg.
You might be going to mute it.
She's muted.
Okay. I'm interested in knowing what she think about
Sweet Tea's on.
it. Is she? Cause I saw her.
He's muted too. Oh, Mike is
Hey, somebody.
Somebody microwaving something.
Mind your own business. I'm over here. I'm over here off run.
Some of what you microwaving.
I'm off run, so let mind y'all business.
Well, you should have mute your phone.
I mean,
So we won't hear nothing.
Mike said something a little earlier when he said he wanted someone that wasn't looking, and that was the other issue that he brought up too. Is like, you know, a lot of women are users. Like it's just looking for somebody of a man of what they can get out of him.
Right. I agree.
Why would you agree with that, Tane?
She's right. Some women, that's what they this my husband gonna do this. He's gonna take care of me. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. See, what men figured out, especially in the city, what Stan is saying is, so it's all these hoops to go through to prove my love, this, or I could be single and date 3-4 women. The same amount of money is gonna be. So buy your own house. They're gonna show you independence or a condo, whatever you want to do. Like Mike said, have your own car. Go ahead. You got kids, take care of them.
You talking about the men or the women?
Men, that's what I'm talking about. I'm agreeing with her because a lot of women put pressure, not pressure, but like
expectation.
Men don't have checklists for real. If you're a good, see, that's the problem. You got a checklist. Well, if you got a checklist, you're gonna find stuff wrong. Once you find stuff wrong, watch this. Watch this. Here's free game. We ain't had a free game for me in a minute. Once you step to your man or as suitor and tell him about said checklist or say that you ain't doing this because of the checklist, he already finna be looking for the way out.
Okay.
Count your days right then. I don't care how you sweeten up with this. Now you finna, because that's probably gonna annoy him and he gonna turn up. He either gonna show you or not show you. But that's free game. Stan, tell him.
You're right. You're right.
Now, I told you I wanted this. In 3 years, we're going to be this. Soon you get to talking like that, he checked out. It's over.
Okay, so in y'all's opinion, would you say it's safer to just kind of go with the flow and see what happens?
Yes.
And if they're not doing what you need and not on that track,
don't look at it like
let them go?
It's kind of what Mike alluded to earlier. Like, you know, you don't want to go through the hassle of looking for it if it builds. See, that's what the foundation in building them relationships, friendships, which can turn into relationships. Gotcha. Not going in with no checklist to try to check nothing off, then guess what? It ain't gonna work. Gotcha. That's why most marriages don't work. Everybody got a checklist. When somebody ain't on the checklist, when it's brought to the other person's opinion, it's gonna curve them even harder, man or woman.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if
that's gonna be it now?
What if it's something that's important on my list and you haven't displayed it? But I think you can if you know it's important.
Move on. Because you living by this list. So I mean,
I'm not living by it. I'm just saying you have your deal breakers, I think, which of course you probably wouldn't even get serious if they were.
Yeah, that's about to say a deal breaker. You know, y'all want to be in a relationship before you get to the deal breaker part.
Exactly. But I still think like there's some important things that's what you know what I'm saying? That's why you stay in a dating phase so you can figure out if they have it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying being exclusive and this is my man and we're in a relationship, but then as you find out stuff, you're like, this ain't gonna work. So just keep it casual.
But there's a lot of dudes that like to be in relationships, contrary to belief. There's a lot of dudes chase relationships.
What did they call Tay Diggs in what's the name? Called him a serial monogamist.
Yeah. Get out of one relationship, they already.
Was that in not The Best Man? What was
it? Yeah, that what it was.
Was it The Best Man?
I think so.
Okay.
You go
get
out of a relationship, then get right into a new relationship.
Yeah, don't get right back into one. We all know that's that's terrible.
I mean, even if they stay out of a relationship for a month or so, they just define or like grandma would say, that we call it hobosexuals. They just go from one house to the next house. Whatever good they find got a house. I mean, you have dudes like that. So I mean,
So what do y'all think about that though? Like, what do y'all do? And I know it's been a minute for both of y'all, but so what was y'all's mind frame after you got out of one relationship?
Turn up.
No, well, I would say this. I don't like being by myself. Okay. So I would probably be in in that category of serial monogamous. I probably would be. Like, I don't mess around with a whole lot of people at one time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that I'm well, not now. I'm too old for that shit. That shit take too much energy. But I mean, but like back in the day, yeah, it'll be like that. It'll be like, okay, once you like, cause like, okay, I give you an example. Once me and Satanya broke up, me and my fur baby mama. Like, yeah, like I didn't like it was just me. It was just it. It was just going and just going and just going. And that was it. So yeah, but then it took a minute. Then you know, catch you go out one time, 2 minutes, catch a couple of feelings, and you be right back in it.
So, because I was wondering, do you guys think like us? Like us, most women try to reflect on that past relationship and be like, okay, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? What can I do better for the next one? And then, you know, kind of
because it ain't me. It ain't me. It was your fault. It was your fault. I'm back at it. I'm back at it being me. Because it was your fault.
That's what I'm saying. So y'all don't take time to reflect and try to learn from the past relationship.
Ain't nothing to reflect.
Right. Because each relationship is different. Because how you respond to you respond differently to different people.
I got you.
I mean,
but at the same time, though, like
now you do pick up on those red flags.
If there was nothing to reflect, you would still be together.
But no, but now you pick up on those red flags that be like, okay, if this next person kind of do some of the same stuff that the last person did, you know, your ears kind of pucker up. But for the most part, you really give everybody a blank slate.
Okay, but see, in that reflection, you can say, okay, I noticed that whatever.
No, we do it, but ours is more spur of the moment thing. We don't just go back and be like, you know what?
Right.
Let me take time for myself and really think about what went on in my last relationship. You know what? Just let me take time to be by myself. And you know, I'm trying to find somebody to get under to keep reminding me from the other person I was under.
No. See, that's where you go wrong.
But that's
how ready. Because see, when you do get with somebody else and something we do triggers whatever it was in that last thing, then we have to pay the penalty for what she did. Ain't nobody trying to do that. I need you to be whole and healthy and like over that mess. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, keep it in the back of your mind and recognize it when it happens, but change your reaction or change, you know what I'm saying, your response to it.
But that's what Stan's saying. It's still what he's saying. It makes sense. It's different people, so it's gonna be different. Even if you do something similar, it's gonna be even if it's a heinous act.
But see, I don't think that is something. Sometimes I don't think y'all see that. I think that y'all feel like, oh, girl did this, so now.
No, I ain't never did that in my life. 48.
Never say never.
I'm 48 now.
Never say never, Tank. You probably have, especially if you really cared about the other girl. Never say never. It's hard. I mean, you can never say I never done this or I always do this. To me, never and always it's not really accurate.
I would never be in a relationship with a man. Are you serious?
Well, yeah. I mean, that kind of never.
Well, I can say if it can work like that, it can work.
Not a romantic relationship. You have male friendships.
You know what I'm talking about.
but we don't call our male friendships relationships.
Right.
Well, that's what they are.
No, they're not. Them just my niggas. Them just my niggas. They're my niggas. They're my niggas. Yeah,
but no, I mean, like in terms of your behavior, because I don't know about you, I'm not that consistent. I can't say that I always do something or that I never do something. You know what I'm saying? Behavior wise, just because people are so inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? But if you're the most inconsistent brother, I wish you would teach others how to be consistent.
You can't teach nobody. See.
Right.
You can't teach consistency.
Watch this.
It's either in you or it ain't.
What if you like this person and she is a goer? I understand her to be a goer, and I teach you about goers. But like Stan says, some tugging at your heart, nothing I can do. You see, and that's how people be blind. That's how girls stay with dude that shit. You see this man and shit, but something in your mind just won't allow to do it. You hope that he do this. You hope that they change. But everybody wired different. That's why we always say people are really different.
Right.
I don't think like that. People that snitch. I've been jammed up before. No, I can't snitch. And I'm not cut like that. So I can't understand how I'm not wired like them. Really, that's something. I cannot do it. Heartbroke, of course, that happened to everybody. But remember this now about relationships. Every relationship don't end because somebody cheated or bad. Sometimes people outgrow each other. So, like you said, you don't deflect. You ain't got to go back. This relationship was cool. Y'all just weren't feeling each other no more. It don't always have to be an argument. It don't always have to be a bad breakup.
No, I'm not trying to imply that it is. I'm just saying that's part of it, though. Think about
that can be.
You know, and be like, because I mean, I don't know.
And then different years of your life when you're in the relationships. A relationship in your 20s is going to be different than one in your 30s.
Right.
What if you had a long one in your 20s, then followed by 2 short ones, then another long? You just never know.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, Peg, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
There you go.
Okay. Hey, because I really want to know. I want to know what you think about what we're talking about right now. While we got you,
I'm with the majority. Like it depends on where you at in your life. Like the maturity, what you experienced, what you done went through, and I feel like 30. I think like 30 is not a bad of age to be like, I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to, have a family, any of that. I mean, some people in their 20s got to figure it out. Some people just don't want to be whole all their life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just on the person, the maturity.
Yeah.
Right. Do you think, like, personally, like a 30, what's the age you think? Like if a 30-something-year-old is ready to settle down, he's saying people in their 20s aren't ready. How old do you think he would have to go? You know what I mean?
I would say early 30s.
Like if let's say he's 32.
Yeah,
that's early 30s
I can see that.
right?
Yeah, I can see at 32 a man being ready to some, because there are some that's 30 they're not. But 32, I feel like yes, some, because at that age they have been to college, just if they went to college, then they got themselves into a career. So yeah. I said 32.
But no, I'm saying, like, since he feels like women in their 20s are not ready, do you think that he can find women in their late 30s that are ready, like maybe 37, 39?
Baby, I'm not ready.
Or do you think it's possible he can find somebody 32 also?
But see, the
I
thing
think
about
early.
that is, what are his deal breakers and what's on his checklist? Maybe the 30-something-year-old women that he run across don't meet all his requirements.
Right. Well, that's what I was asking. Tank said y'all don't have a checklist. So, but that's what I was asking.
Stan was being sarcastic when he said that.
But what I would say is, if he like 32 years of age and he's still going to the same place that he was going when he was in his 20s, he's gonna continue to get the same thing that he was been getting. That's the same thing with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to the same places, you're gonna keep getting the same thing.
Right.
So you have to start now saying, okay, well, I'm in a different level to my maturity. I got to start going to different places to meet different type of people. So if you start going to a different type of places and meeting different type of people, then it's quite possible to me that you'll find somebody that you might be like, okay, we can go out sometime and see how this right here is going to go. But if you continue to go into the club or to the bars, and within the clubs and the bars are, 20-year-olds, and you're gonna continue to get what you've been getting.
Okay, so
I
where's
do
he
agree
supposed
with
to
you,
find
Mike.
them?
Yeah, I do agree with you when you say, depending on where you be, that's where you gonna attract. But you can attract. I get your point by you saying clubs and bars and stuff like that. But you can find somebody at the club and the bar. You know what I'm saying?
I think you can, but then there's also different types of clubs and bars. Like if you go to like the hot bar in that bar or club, and that's where all the younger people go. Like it's 18 to get in, 21 to get right. What you're gonna get is a bunch of 18 to 24-year-olds in that club or
If
bar.
you're 32, you should not be going to no club where 18-year-olds can get in.
Precisely what I'm getting at.
Where they do that at?
You to go to those.
They do it everywhere because if an 18-year-old fine enough, they're gonna let her in. They're gonna let her in.
Yeah, so yeah, you should be done with the club thing then, because you are pretty much a pedophile. You twice this girl age. She's not.
No, I mean you can still hit the college club scene. You ain't too old to be in that space.
Really?
No, not yet. Because you still have those younger, older frat guys that just fresh out of college or whatever, and they start making a little bit of money or whatever.
I feel like though, I mean, let's say most people go to college at 18, graduate at like 22, right? So let's say if they even, I mean, when you're saying younger, older frat guys, I'm like, at 32, they should be done finished a master's at least. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? Like, so they're not fresh out of college. Like they.
So my question is, what age do you need to stop going to the club? So what's the age you stop going to the club?
It depends on the club atmosphere. Because like I never was a clubber.
Okay,
when I was in college, that was not my scene. It depends on the person. I mean, like I said, that wasn't my scene in college.
Clubs that are 25 and up. And if you start venturing to some of those clubs, instead of going to the clubs that are 18 to get in, 21 to get right, and you start going to the adult and sexy clubs.
Yeah, the lounge.
Yeah. That's basically more lounge type areas where they ain't in there like and let's be honest, most of the clubs ain't in there where you getting funky dancing like you used to back when we were younger anyway. You know what I'm saying? Now it's two-stepping if it's that. But if you go into one of the lounges and everybody just kind of just bobbing their head.
I mean, but even then, them 20-somethings, you're gonna be in the club with them 20-somethings, and most of them ain't. Well, I mean, you got some 20-somethings looking to just settle down, but most of the 20-somethings that's in the club is just in the club to be in the club.
All right.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. But if you go into an older adult themed type club, more than likely
you still are finding people that are in the club. So the type of person you're looking for is still the same type of person.
But Stan, like I know, an adult themed club meaning that you can't go in there with no tennis shoes and no ball caps and t-shirts and all that kind of stuff on.
But just because you can go buy an outfit to get in a club don't mean your mentality is any different. And the dress code for the women ain't the same no way, because it's the least amount of clothes they put on. So again, you at the club looking for somebody.
You're not gonna want to go to Stan. You're not gonna see an adult type of club that's gonna cater to have those young rowdy type folks up in it, because they're not that
Mike,
type
it's not about being rowdy though, Mike. Mike, I have been to a club, and this was in the last 5 years. And I'm 45, and I've been to a club that was an older crowd group club. And again, you're still in the club you're not looking for your mate in a club. You're looking for somebody to hang out with. You look for somebody to hang out with. Because like I said, even them 20-somethings, early 30-somethings, them women come out half naked because they coming out to club. They ain't coming out necessarily, then they might say, well, I'm looking for a good guy. Not in the club, you ain't.
No, I'm gonna say I know y'all ain't looking for nobody substantial in the club.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you get into them situationships.
I can see that.
Well, in that aspect, I would say that most women that go to the club in that aspect don't even think that they looking for a guy. They are going in there with their girls, and they get mad when a guy approach them.
That's why it's harder for guys, because a girl could just say, "Hey, look, I'm ready. Which one of y'all niggas want to step up?" And that'd be it. That'd be it. They got. If Cassandra put a post of any single woman put a post right now and says, "Look, I'm not joking. I know we get a lot of these little joke things, but I'm actually interviewing for a potential mate or potential boyfriend." Ooh. Guaranteed, if anybody put that in there, their inbox is gonna be booming, and they're gonna have to filter out the niggas that's in there. But if a dude says that, again, it's just like, okay, whatever. And most of the girls you get, like Mike said, are gonna be looking and say, "Oh, look, he's looking for somebody. Let me see what kind of money he got. Let me see if he got a house. Let me see if he got this. Let me see if he got that." Like, dudes don't do that. I mean, women don't have to do that.
I'm gonna try that, Stan, and see what happens.
Watch what I tell you.
Now taking interviews for what should I call it, Stan? Now taking interviews for who?
And let everybody else know that was going on. Then, because I think that would be an interesting thing for us to I like to see it because
But we don't have a single guy to test
we
it.
wind up getting a lot of inboxes.
We don't have a single guy. We need to test it with a single guy too. See what happens with the single guy. See what happens with me.
And I can play devil's advocate on a lot of shit, but I ain't fucking with this one.
I know. That's what I said. We don't have nobody. Let's see if we can talk somebody into doing it. Both of us will do it and see what happens. Like, see how many responses he gets. See how many I get.
You gonna get more responses.
You gonna get more responses.
Yeah, we already know that.
But it's more women, I think, looking for men. So if a man posts something saying he's looking,
respond to this, your mama might get 2 responses.
You gonna get more responses than him in the first hour.
Right.
Do you think that I'll be looking extra thirsty though if I do that?
No. It's how you word it.
And and I know you don't want to hear this, but you're probably gonna get a couple of women in there too.
No, I don't want to hear that.
Men, what Stan said, men definitely jump. See, I know girls that put up a provocative picture and then get mad talking about why are these married niggas and niggas in my inbox?
Right.
Wait, because you put your ass up on Facebook on a social platform.
Literally.
You ain't just send it to your cell phone. You put it on display.
Exactly.
So he coming reckless in your inbox.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, because you're the top.
If his wife only knew what he said in the inbox,
right?
You gonna delete what you said because you probably said something,
right?
Because y'all ain't did it. I ain't seen an influx of niggas getting outed. The way the women say niggas in their inbox, I'm not seeing the residuals us on the other side.
Exactly.
See, one thing about social media too is a lot of cap.
Yeah, I think too though. I don't know. To me, I wouldn't. I mean, if a married guy was in my inbox, I wouldn't.
Yeah, if you don't say nothing, I'm talking about the people who say it. You know, on Facebook, they talk about it all the time.
Oh, I got you.
I wouldn't say
that to his wife though. That's what I'm saying.
Right. I see it all the time. Every other day, somebody talking about this shit.
You done seen that post on Facebook? Somebody had them put up a picture, and then they come back 2 or 3 days later. If you only knew how many of y'all niggas was in my inbox.
Yeah, Stan, what they say, I don't know who need to hear this, but sis, come get your husband. Stop all this.
Right.
Tell you what they say.
I don't know who need to hear this, sis, but come get your husband. Why you ain't calling it? Since he's so disrespectful.
Now I want to know if a man is, in my man's inbox. Come and tell me that.
But see, the thing about that is most dudes ain't gonna brag about that because they low key flattered about it. And then if the main thing do something to fuck it up, we can always go in the inbox. We ain't gonna tell it. What am I tell it?
No, I'm not talking about man, like women in your inbox. I'm talking about a man. Huh? I'm saying.
Oh no. Oh no. Now if I put up some shit like that and a nigga jumped in my inbox, I'm putting shit on blast.
Right.
That's what I need to know. I need the nigga to tell me. You surprised at what your man said.
But I'm gonna tell you like this. Now, living in Birmingham, living in a dorm, it was a gay dude that lived on the floor right above me, so his balcony could look down in my balcony. And I'm gonna say this: that nigga had some teeth, and I done seen some shit I wasn't probably supposed to see. With some of them football players and basketball players and whatnot. Yeah, he was sweet as fuck. He was a pretty dude, and he was sweet as shit. Yeah.
How did that look? How did they get in and get to his room without being synced?
I mean, because a lot of them stayed in the dorm.
Oh, they stayed in there too.
Once you get, and then it doesn't matter. You can say like my roommate at that dorm was a football player. So just say if anybody could say, well, hey, I'm coming to see such and such and such, and they write his name down on the little thing, and then once you get in the building, you can go wherever the hell you want to go.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I get it, but he wouldn't say shit because he knew what he was getting out of it, and he liked it. So I mean, But then, like I said, the women will say that shit just to draw more attention to themselves, because for real, they like that attention. They like it.
They want to put them pictures up there.
Even if they don't respond to it, they like the attention they draw.
Right. Especially if they don't like their girlfriend or wife.
Right.
Mike, where did boss lady go?
She right here. Battery died on her phone.
Okay.
She's still in and she can hear everybody.
I was gonna ask her what advice did she give her friend?
Don't rush. If she telling me anything else, tell the nigga don't rush.
Enjoy being single.
Slow it down. Hey, especially now, but I will say this, and I can understand this. If he only got one kid and he's 32, 33, unless in his mind he already know I don't want no more children, then you kind of had that feeling, you know what? I had this first baby when I was kind of young, I didn't have this, that, or whatever. And you kind of want to go for that. So maybe if he wants to go for that, he's not going to deal with a woman that already has, say, 2 kids and that's 40 years old and their kids almost grown. You know what I'm saying? Nobody going to want to deal with that. And because for real,
I don't think that it had anything to do with the fact that if she might have had 2 kids. We talking about somebody who like 24, 25, and got 4 kids.
And got how many kids?
No. That ain't gonna matter. That ain't gonna matter, Mike. That ain't gonna matter.
24 with how many kids?
4 or 5.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. On the most superficial,
baby daddies.
I'm gonna say this. On the most
That's the problem. How many
level,
baby daddies?
on the most superficial level, just strictly superficial. In a man's thought process, it ain't gonna matter if you got 2 kids or 4 kids, or if you got 2 baby daddies or 3 baby daddies. Niggas don't care about that.
Why not?
Because it stops with the fact that you got kids. Most dudes that ain't gonna be like, well, man, I deal with a woman if she got 2 kids, but if she got 3 kids, then no, that's a deal breaker. Most dudes ain't gonna be like that. Most dudes either gonna deal with a woman that got kids or don't deal with a woman that got kids.
Well, that part is quite true. But then it's also that problem when you got the baby daddy who like to come around, and you got more and more baby daddies now that come around and say, I don't want that man around my babies, even though he doesn't come around himself.
Okay, this is my hope. This is my hope. For that very reason, this is my hope. As you have more, one thing I hope will happen, as you have more people that are experiencing the co-parenting, you'll have less of those type of fights.
All right.
Because more and more people now that Khloe and Tristan and all them Kardashians, they came up with this famous term of co-parenting, and now you got more people buying into it because they see it kind of work. You know what I'm saying? Like if I ain't all in my
came along before the Kardashians, honey, trust me.
I know it, but it just became fashionable.
I see. Well, I'm glad they made it fashionable.
Yeah, something, but as you get more people that are involved in relationships like that, then I don't think you had that kind of fighting. I don't think you had that baby daddy, because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, he got an old lady, they got a baby daddy, he know how he want to get dealt with him, so it kind of trickles down. Because baby daddies don't really generally get into it with other baby daddies unless baby daddy's still sleeping with the baby mama.
Right. That I just about to tell you. If you got a girl and her baby daddy problems, they still fucking around.
Yeah. Because most niggas don't care.
Like y'all and y'all baby mamas.
Huh? No, me and my
like
baby
mamas.
Me and my baby mama's cool.
But y'all weren't, because y'all aren't messing around.
Right.
When y'all weren't cool, y'all was still messing around.
Well, no, that's when she wasn't cool with the girlfriend. We was cool. Hey, but that's when that move, and I'm gonna say this, and I hope they don't kick me out the club. But that's that move when you tell your girlfriend, hey man, my baby mama crazy as hell, man. Don't mess around with, don't even fool with that. I don't even fool with her, I don't even talk to her. That's what we tell y'all, so y'all they won't talk to her. Because once y'all talk to her, y'all start being friends, and then we ain't got no choice but to leave her alone. Because y'all done got friendly and, ooh, girl, we gonna go to the mall and we gonna pick out such and such an outfit together and it's gonna be so cute, and girl, see, that fuck it all up right there. Y'all done got to be friends and shit. Now we got the co-parent.
Hey,
I got thrown into it with no choice.
There you go.
But yeah, most dudes don't care though. I mean, because it's either gonna go that way or it's gonna go that you run across somebody who baby daddy don't care and you ain't got to worry about him no way.
Exactly.
So we be good. It be y'all. It be the women. You been out of that bitch. You been out of that bitch do my baby hair, but she does hair for a living, babe.
So I'm gonna take her to who I want her to go to. Don't you?
Yeah.
I don't want her in her hair.
Yeah, they be that type of shit.
So y'all won't want our man to cut their hair. If they were a barber.
Look, listen.
I'm gonna take my son for his haircut.
I'm gonna say this. The only reason, the only difference between men and women on that point is the fact that y'all may go with y'all daughter to get a hairdo, but most women don't do their daughter's hair because we already know. That's the thing. If I'm cutting my child hair, that's a bonding thing. And us going to the barbershop, just like y'all going to the beauty shop, is a bonding thing. And then the other part about it is, and this is gonna be sad, and I don't know if Tank and Mike can agree with me. No, I know Mike can. I have had less people cut my hair than I've had sex with. I'm more particular about my barber than I'm with anything else. So I best to be damn sure that your dude can either cut hair or I know the dude that cut his hair. Because
that is so sad.
Yeah, they're real.
You say that,
damn, like, that is sad.
I can really tell you right now, every last person who done had their hands in my head.
Exactly. But I'm 45 years old.
Look, I'm finna say something. Give my trouble stand.
I'm 45 years old, and I have had less than 10 people cut my hair.
Yeah, you're right. You are so right.
Yeah, but y'all had 100 sex partners.
I ain't had no 100.
About your body.
I ain't had no 100. I ain't had no 100. But see, the thing about this, Cassandra,
I had an afro, and the hair on my face was this thick because I had to study the barbers up there before I let anybody cut my hair.
You cut your own beard.
But and see, just to Cassandra, look, for real. I've been in South Carolina for 4 years. Mm-hmm. It's 2 people have cut my hair up here. 9 times out of 10, I come back to Tuscaloosa.
Wow.
But yeah, and the number has not been hundreds, Cassandra. It's not been hundreds. we're not those kind of whores. Not been hundreds.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes, but no.
Excuse me. 50.
Yeah. Okay. Here you go.
But you can't come on both hands.
Oh no! No! We got to get into a couple of feet and 2 now.
Yeah, they need a couple of people's hands, feet. Yeah.
Hey, nobody said I was a choir boy.
We know.
Like they goddamn laugh. But no, I mean, but I will say this though. I think it's hard either way, but I think it's harder for men. Because like I said, you always come back to the basic principle. It's gonna always be easier for y'all to give it away than it's gonna be for us to get it.
I don't know. I think with guys though, like you said, y'all don't really have lists that y'all be going by. And I think
they're more of like, even though I understand your list is a mental list, it's like Stan said, they more mental. I mean, it's certain shit you ain't going for, but I guess technically you could say there's a list, but it's also just some shit that you're not going for. You know?
Mm-hmm. But I still think that women are because of the out, you know how we number, how the ratio is. I think we put up with a whole lot more crap. You know, like you said, Tank, hoping and wishing and praying that they'll become this person, you know what I'm saying, or do these things instead of just being like, nah, he ain't it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So we waste a lot of time with guys.
You talk about the ratio of women to men, but the ratio also includes those women that are really and truly, and I said it once or twice, but you know, just ratchet in the aspect of what can you do for me? What can you do for my kids? Where are you gonna put me at so that I don't have to do anything? You know what I'm saying? And then, but now when it comes down to that other part about that, well, what are you going to do for the guy? I shouldn't have to do anything. It's
gonna be hard dating a girl with 5 kids and they want Zaxby's on Thursday night.
Baby, you better go buy some chicken fingers at the grocery store on Friday.
Curve.
She gets stamps. I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. Because I wish I did, baby. If I did, I would be proud of going in there using that EBT card. But anyway, no, Mike, what you mean they don't have to do nothing? The men don't have to do nothing. Please elaborate on that.
There are some women, I'm not saying all women, but I'm saying that there are some women that have that mentality. They feel that way. They want to be killed.
Oh, you said the woman don't have to do nothing. I thought you said the man. I'm sorry.
No,
You talking about the woman wants to be kept, and so
that's what guys wind up having to look for when they go looking for a lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, everything looking good, and all of a sudden, everything changed. All of it just, I need this. I need this. I require. I remember, and I ain't gonna say her name, but I remember somebody telling somebody who was on this panel that she required benefits, and that's one of the reasons why she didn't mess with him anymore, and she messed with an older guy.
I feel like those women are good though because they're upfront and they let you know. And I feel like for me, you know, it seems to me, I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but I feel like the two people that are the most opposite are together. And so therefore, you got a man who goes to work, works hard, you know, come home deserving of a good meal, you know, a hot meal or whatever. But the woman he with either ain't there when he get there and ain't prepared nothing and don't care. You know what I'm saying? She doing her, like she don't care that he don't work 10, 12 hours or whatever, even if it's 8. You see what I'm saying? No, but it's like the two people that are the most opposite that you feel like, well, dang, the least she could do is cook the man a home cooked meal, or she could go and throw his clothes in the, you know, in there and wash his clothes for him or whatever. So it's like those men get women that don't really care nothing about them and don't care nothing about building anything with them. Like you said, they just want to be taken care of. So my thing is like, where are the dudes who want that? You know what I'm saying? You can go and get, you know, go get your work on, and when you get home, you got a woman who appreciates that. You know what I'm saying? And am I doing my part? Basically, I'm saying the levels are not there. Like one person is doing all the work while the other one is reaping all the benefits, and that's never fair.
With some women, they had that same mentality also. Like I'm gonna go to work and work 2 and 3 jobs, and then I'm coming home to a man who been sitting on the couch all day playing video games.
That's my point. Those two people be together instead of the hardworking man and the one hardworking woman. They pick partners, you know, that are opposite of what they really want. So why are you tolerating that? And why are you still there? You see what I'm saying?
Because that woman is giving him something else besides that. So
it's a makeup somewhere.
like,
Yeah. It's something covering that gap. Or it's something wrong with the people that he has come across that check those boxes.
Right.
Yeah. So there's just one box. There's just one box that's not important to him about catering to him. The rest
but no, maybe it is. Like, what if it is? What man would want that? You see what I'm saying?
I don't require that. I don't require all that attention. I don't need you to be all in my pay. I don't need that. I don't need that. Now, I will say this. If I have worked and you are okay, let me say this. If I work somewhere where I had enough money to be able to afford a stay-at-home mom, first of all, if you do decide to cook, that would be greatly appreciated, but it wouldn't be required because, like, I don't need you to get out my face. Go do something. Go to work. I'd rather you go to work. I'd rather you go to work.
They say get out my face. I don't need that. Yeah. No, sir. Like, see, that's the thing. Like, you will be paired up with somebody who's super clingy and somebody who is super affectionate and super whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they need. And then you're like, get out my face, get away from me. Don't you know what I'm saying? Like, they are paired with opposites.
And see, I don't mean it to be mean. And you know, the affection is appreciated. I just don't require that.
But it's not your love language. You have to love the people in their love language.
Exactly. So and I want you to love me and mine. And my love language is not for you to be in my face all the time.
Exactly. So that's why y'all two are not compatible. And you need to find someone that is more like you, that don't want nobody in their face.
I think y'all can compromise right there, though.
Like, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's where it's point you look for compromise.
He's probably not going to ever be able to give it to her on a level that she wants.
No, I think that there's compromise.
Would you say devil's advocate? Because Cassandra, I'm very affectionate, and I can be clingy sometimes, but I like my space too. So I understand what he's saying.
That's why it work out. That's why it work out.
But at the same time,
you got something to do.
The giggles in the background. But listen, I am.
No, but listen. You know. Okay, wait a minute. But like I said, What do you
Finally,
do
I'm
during?
in. Oh, I got to the good part. This is the good
Okay,
part.
okay, now.
You came in right on time, sweetie.
But okay, now think about this. But think about this now. What do you do during the day? You go to work. You're not no stay-at-home parent. That's what I'm talking about. You go
What's
to
your
work,
point?
so you got
When I
something to do.
heard you say you get
What's
out
your
my
point?
face, you don't need
Because
that. When I want to be in your face, I'm gonna be in your face, okay?
okay, see, y'all missed the whole. See, just like a typical
I'm gonna be
woman,
all up
No.
in that face.
I'm
just
trying
like
to
a
understand
typical.
when you said she goes to work in the daytime. We're talking about
Oh,
okay, so
no,
both of y'all have day hours. When you get home,
okay,
how
now,
much do you want to be face to face, talking, being
okay, wait a
cuddly,
minute,
physical?
wait a
He
minute,
would rather
wait a
he
minute.
would rather
No,
play
wait a
his
minute.
game and
See, wait a
talk
minute.
to friends and stuff.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
Wait a minute. See, okay, see, just like a typical woman, you left off half of the story. We started off this story by saying, if I was one of those people who had enough money to have a stay-at-home wife, I could not do it because I would see her too much. That is why when I made my comment, what do you do during the day? You go to work. You're not a stay-at-home wife. So it ain't gonna bother me because you got stuff you got to do.
But it doesn't matter. If you got to stay at home wife and you go to work in the daytime, that's the equivalent of her going to work because you still ain't
No, it's
seeing
not.
her.
No, it's not.
You
Stay
still
at
ain't
home.
seeing her.
Oh my goodness.
You're at
Stay at
work,
home
so you're
women.
away from her for 8 hours. She's at
Right.
home. Her job
So,
is to manage the
exactly.
house. So that's
Right.
8 hours that you're not seeing her, whether she's at a job or whether she's at home. That's
Exactly.
8 hours you're not seeing her.
Because if you had your own job and you wasn't sitting at home, you wouldn't be thinking about the hours that you wouldn't get to see me. You'd be thinking about your work.
No, she wouldn't. She could be at work
And
thinking
then,
about you.
Right.
and then at the end of your work day, you're gonna be too tired to worry about getting in my face because you're gonna be wanting to go sit down somewhere too.
But if she was a stay-at-home mom, she gonna still have household duties.
That's
She gotta
why I
cook,
said-
she
that's
gotta
why I
clean, she
started
gotta
off-
wash the clothes. She could still be tired.
That's why I don't want to stay at home mom. If I had enough money to go out and that would be an option, I still want you to go to work. We get
But
a
you know
nanny.
what? You don't
We
have
get
to
a
have a
nanny.
certain amount of money. All you
Yeah,
gotta
you
do is
do.
live a certain type of way.
No. For
Yes.
me, for how I want to live, I would
But
have
that's
to
what
be
I'm
making a
saying.
certain
You don't
amount of
have
money.
to have a certain. I mean, you do, but you don't. You gotta have a lot of money.
I didn't say a lot. I'm gonna have enough.
Just live within your budget. Y'all live somewhere and nice and comfortable, not trying to be over the top. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Don't got these
okay,
over
now,
the top clothes and cars
okay, now,
and all that.
Cassandra.
And she could be
Okay,
a
now,
stay-at-home mom.
okay, now, Cassandra. In 2022, what kind of job I got to have so you can sit your ass at home?
It
Right.
doesn't matter. You
It
can
does
say
I
matter.
don't want to sit
you
at
can
home.
work at a
matter.
plant. You can work at a
I don't want
plant.
to sit at
No,
home.
you can.
though.
No,
No, you
Cassandra,
can't.
for real.
Yes, you
All
could.
jokes aside. All
How?
jokes
It's all
aside.
about how you manage your money. And like I said,
No, it's
where you
not.
trying to
No,
live.
it's not. If you don't have the money to manage, you can't manage it. Unless I've been at Mercedes for 10 years. Unless I've been up there for 10 years, I done topped out. I might be making $40,000, maybe $50,000. If I ain't topped out, which
They
most
make
of the
more
people
than
ain't.
that. They make more than that.
I think
Yeah.
so.
I'm not talking about
I don't
no.
know.
I'm not talking about the
But
people
I
that
would think
topped
they
out.
make more.
I know the people that topped out can get up there. I'm talking about a regular person, everyday person, make about 50. Two people and kids can't live off $50,000 a year.
Right.
They can't.
Facts. Them
Don't
facts.
say that. You never know.
You can't. No.
How? How you
No.
gonna make
You
it?
cannot live comfortably. Two people and two kids on $50,000 a year. You can't. That's borderline poverty level.
I believe it. I believe
A
it can be.
four
I believe it's
house.
possible.
No. Now you can do it. I'm not saying it can't.
Mr. Producer.
I'm not saying it can't be done, but you're not gonna be comfortable. You're not gonna be comfortable.
What about
You're gonna be living check to
somebody?
check.
Okay, let's say somebody had got a house given to them. They inherited a house, unfortunately, from someone's death, grandma, mama, dad, whoever. They got a house, so the house is paid for.
Okay.
But you
You
gotta
don't
pay
have to
property.
pay a house.
You
You
gotta
just gotta pay
you gotta pay
insurance.
property taxes. You gotta pay property
Insurance.
taxes. You gotta pay
Taxes come once a
insurance.
year. Insurances and taxes are not going to be that much.
And you got to pay house breaking shit every
Right. That's
month.
what I was just about to say. What if something happens?
You're not going to need maintenance every month, but get you an American
Yeah, you
Home Shield
will.
plan. Get you an American Home Shield warranty.
Man,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
What else? Get you a
All
pay
right.
for. I mean, make sure once your car paid off, you ain't got to ride in the newest, latest ride. Keep your car maintained.
But I gotta pay
You
for
ain't
your
got
car too.
note. You just
I
got
gotta pay for your car
insurance.
too, though. We gonna always have a car note.
I need some
Yeah,
reliable,
we will.
sis.
But that's what
I
I'm
need
saying.
some
though.
reliable.
Okay.
But if you
Okay,
ain't got no
Cassandra,
house
look.
note, you can afford one car note.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute.
If you ain't got no house note, you tell them you can't afford one car note.
No, because think about but you'll always be paying a car note. Think about
Not
it.
always.
Yes, you will.
I
Because
got a car note
in 5 years, okay, in 5 years, your car be paid for. But in 5 years, it'll be time for me to get another car. So that I have to get me another car. And then by the time my 5 years I get through paying for my car, it's gonna be time for you another car.
But so what you do
And then
is
we
you
gonna
save for your car and then just buy a
save
cash car.
what? What we saving? I ain't making me 50.
Hey, I think it can be done.
And I gotta buy groceries. I gotta
Right.
cover everybody's insurance.
If your income is low, they might get food stamps.
They gonna be able to afford food stamps. So we
Yeah.
Okay, now. Okay, now. Okay,
You
but
gonna get food
Cassandra,
stamps for the food. What else?
do you really consider people living on food stamps living comfortably?
Shit, some of them living better than me.
I think they do. I think the
Thanks.
lower income they live a little bit better because they
They
don't have the
do.
amount of income and bills coming in as we
And
do.
they get
'cause
more
when we
assistance.
don't
Okay, Cassandra.
Right.
Okay, Cassandra and Tawanda.
Get them right. Get them right.
Those people, the majority. I'm not saying everybody, but the majority. Would you live in those places that they live?
Oh heck no. Oh,
Exactly.
heck no.
Exactly.
I
And Cassandra
have.
got quiet.
I
Cassandra got
started
quiet.
off like that, but no.
Right.
Some of them are nice. I ain't gonna lie.
So okay, exactly.
Y'all been to Rosedale lately?
But they
Exactly.
require,
Cassandra, you are not
people to
moving to
stay in your
Rosedale.
business. They require
You would not.
How they
You
live
would
now?
not stay in Rosedale, Cassandra. Stop capping. Stop capping. You would not
If
stay
I
in
had
Rosedale.
to.
If
Rosedale is
a
nice.
tip
They
for
got
y'all
a
for the truck.
doorbell. I ain't even got no
They
doorbell.
nice, but I don't want nobody in my business. So
I pay you my
Exactly.
money and ain't even got a
Thank you.
doggone doorbell.
Thank you, Mr. Producer. Thank you, Mr. Producer. I so appreciate
I'm just
that.
saying, unlike Tank, I
Cassandra
ain't gonna
is
never say what I won't do because you never know what life
no.
will take. I ain't
No.
gonna never say I won't
We
stay
didn't
there.
say we didn't say what you wouldn't do. We said was that comfortable.
It would be.
No, it would not.
Why not?
Ask the folks that live in Rosedale is they comfortable. Ask the
They
folks
are.
in McKenzie.
They
Ask the
are.
folks in McKenzie courts is they comfortable. No,
I
they're
got
not
friends.
comfortable.
I
They
got a friend with
satisfied.
no kids.
I be seeing a lot of nice cars over there. I be seeing brand new cars.
Okay,
I don't have
okay.
a brand new car. My car is
Okay, wait a minute.
2017.
Now wait a
They be
minute.
brand
Now,
new cars, luxury cars. The women be looking good.
now wait a
Hair
minute.
done,
Now wait a
nails
minute.
done. I have
Now
to get
there's
my
a
hair done once a month.
okay.
My nails
No.
and stuff done once a month. I'm just saying.
Now that's the
I think they're pretty
difference.
comfortable.
That's the difference between you being comfortable and being content. They are content to where they are.
That's what I was about to say. They content.
They're
where
content.
Maybe
They don't.
you
They
don't
don't.
know.
They ain't got no. Come on now.
I have
Come on.
friends that live
Oh,
in
yeah,
that
you don't know.
in
They
there,
might
and
be going to school.
They ready to leave.
Yeah, they might be going to school to get them an education so they can move on.
The people that are going to school ain't driving them brand new cars still in the projects. The people that's going to
Because then
school
they
that's
get that
living in the
grant money.
project. No.
That's how they pay for the new car. I'm just teasing y'all. I'm just teasing.
They the one who be balling. Because they ain't planning on leaving out the projects no time soon.
Right. The people that's in college trying to work to get out the projects got that 2002 car that put is barely moving it. They got car shield on it because they don't want no car note. That's barely making it. Them the folks that's trying to get out the projects. The folks that's shining in the projects want to be in the projects.
All right, guys, I got to get off this phone. Off of this computer, and I will holler at you guys next week.
Hey, man, it's 8:30 for real.
9:30.
See y'all later.
See you later.
All right, thank you.
See you later, Cassandra.
Because we kind of got away from the whole entire topic of whether or not it's very difficult for a man of today to try to find a good woman of today. And I knew it was going to be a debate of some sort because most women don't feel as though it's hard for a man to find a woman. But the part that they not seeming to catch really is finding a good woman. Just like it's not. I don't think it's hard for a woman to find a man.
Yeah, you find a man.
But is he a good man?
Right. Is he what you really want? What you really need?
And we talked about this before in the aspect of like a lot of times we have a lot of women that do thing is pertaining to he got potential, and I'm going to work with him until he lives up to his potential. And most of the time, when they wind up living up to this potential, that's when they cut you loose. So
They can go both ways too.
Yeah.
What was that?
It can go both ways.
It really, but see, every scenario that we bring about of the sexes, it can cut both ways.
Right.
Every scenario that we bring on here, every topic we talking about, it goes both ways. And you know what I'm saying? Like as I think as females, they see it as, well, shoot, guys, y'all got it so much easier. And guys, we look at it like, well, shoot, ladies, y'all got it way easier than we got it. That's one reason why we had these conversations, to try to meet somewhere in the middle so that everybody can understand that it's hard on both sides. We just really truly have to choose to listen to each other when it comes down to it. Like, I personally think that when it comes down to meeting women, you can go and meet them all day, every day. And that's quite true because they are everywhere. But now you also have to be very wary of what their agendas are when they do meet you. That's an opinion that I have. Some women probably had the same agendas. I think some guys had the same agendas. Especially if they somebody who, what you say, about 45, almost 50 years old, and
tread lightly.
Working at churches.
Oh, okay. I don't work at churches. I'm good.
No, I'm not speaking to you, Stanley.
What's up, Buck?
I'm sorry. Continue.
Fuck Dollar, what's going on, man? Saw you went in on
What
this.
it do? What it do?
What's going on, it's man? The diggy dollar. Looking sharper than a number 2 pencil.
Man, they missed that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Long ass day. How y'all doing?
I see you, Mr. Bowtie. Mr. Bowtie Killer.
Yeah, this ain't no snap on either.
Oh, it's the choker.
You know what I'm saying? I do this because.
Oh, man. Hey, I'm feeling that money green shirt. I like that. I like that money green. That's tough. I like that. I'm about to steal that.
I said, man, I had ran across my daughter and everything. I was like, you know what you think? And she said, all right, Dad. I said, what? Bounced on up out of here with it, man.
That's how you want to do it. When your baby says,
absolutely. Lord have mercy.
But
talk to me,
man, I got to ask you, man. Like, the topic of the night was, is it as difficult for a man to find a good woman as it is for women to find a good man?
Yes. And I say that depending on the age group too, because the things that I've seen this younger crowd go through, man, even their ideals, their way of thinking, yeah, it's tough. It's almost like, shit, man, if you ain't got nobody right now, you might just want to say fuck it. It's I'm for real. It ain't. It's not, and I think, like I said, it just has everything to do with ideals and influence. When you look at what's prominent, especially coming from entertainers, and the, like we said last week, everything is about the use of toxic, and that shit gets on my damn nerves because those type of relationships been going on for centuries, as far as I'm concerned. But when you are, like I said, you have something that you're looking for. And I always tell folks, before you go out there to look for something, make sure you have yourself put together. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to settle for shit. You got a line of things that you want accomplished. You know what I'm saying? There's 7 billion people on this earth. Shit, go for it. Don't shortchange yourself at all. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like I'm worth it, so why the hell would I sit up there and settle for something and I know that I can get better? But, you know, I mean, like I said, man, you might end up with a chick and, you know what I'm saying, Christy used to be Christopher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, legitimately, you got to keep that in mind. You know, I don't care what another person does to themselves and stuff, but if you're that type of person, you know, let them know. You know, now if the nigga know it and he continues to, you know, pursue the relationship with you, oh, okay, that's cool. You know, I don't want to hear about, oh, the nigga snapped on because you found out. I'm like, nigga, you knew that was a dude and became a chick. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to double back 9 talking about, oh, you want to kill him and all that because we done found out. Bro, I don't care what you do with yourself. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want, knock yourself out. You know what I'm saying? There's something out there for everybody. That's the way I look at it. But, you know, I think the level of difficulty has always been there. It's just all about people standards and the things that they want out of life. And it's hell because for the most part, even in a relationship, man, if you want a man that's successful, you're not gonna have a lot of time. But if you want a lot of time, you're not gonna really have a guy that's gonna be successful. And that's literally the way our world is set up. Remember, there used to be a point where all it took was a man to go work at a plant, and within about 6 months to a year, you have a house, a car, maybe 2 cars. You know what I'm saying? A bank account. And we're talking about a gentleman who may have 2 cars. His wife was a homemaker. He worked at the plants, did the 40 hours a week. And I mean, they living good. You know what I'm saying? Had enough money to put back. Y'all got clothes and, you know, all the essentials and stuff. You know, society was like that at one point. Hey, hold up. Hey, niggas just leave stuff in the microwave. Don't need cook. Hold on, man.
But now,
go ahead, bro.
Does that not almost echo what I just said?
But you said you don't need me to be up under you. That what you
No,
said.
no, we talking about the whole thing.
You said you don't need that. We gonna have to have a talk when we get out.
We wasn't talking about that. We wasn't even talking about that part of it. We were just talking about, like, I know I just said that.
We gonna have to have a talk.
But now what Buck said was back in the day, you could work at a plant and you could do that instead of whatever. Now, in 2022, Buck, do you think you could do that and be comfortable?
It's impossible. It's totally impossible. To be honest, in today's society, even if you have 1 child, you and your spouse probably need to have 2 jobs apiece and have some kind of side hustle in between those to, you know what I'm saying, to really make a living. I mean, damn, gas at what, $3.21? You know what I'm saying? Right now in most spots, your grocery bill is probably higher than your mortgage. Keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? So you think about it, man. You might pay, let's just say, $800 a month for your mortgage.
Hey, Mr. Producer, I need you to be able to edit the part from the time Cassandra left to the time Buck got in. I just clipped that part of the video out, put that part on YouTube right there, and you put on the caption before that said, now listen to what Buck said after Stan G said what he said, and then just sitting that last part to Cassandra, because Cassandra swore that you can live a comfortable life doing that exact same what you're doing now. What you talking about now? And I told her you couldn't do it.
Yeah, she actually said that she would like to live in Mackenzie Court or Hayes Court or Rosedale Court. They live comfortable over there.
Okay.
But swear for Lord, but I swear for Lord, you about 10 minutes too late. Or you about 10. I'm talking about see, look at God. Look at God.
No. I mean, legitimately, I've had 3 kids living with me. Me and my spouse, you know what I'm saying, have been employed. But hell, like you said, I'm working now. At first I was working for the city. Then my second job was at Publix, and I still was running my entertainment company. And then I got the nonprofit stuff that I was doing too. You know, I'm still doing all those things. And it's like for us to realistically do some things, we're talking about even education wise. You want to send your kids off to a summer camp or an internship, you know what I'm saying, somewhere where it can help advance their careers later on. That stuff costs money.
Mm-hmm.
All of it does. In order to expand your network, you got to have bread. Hey, say if Stan's son was playing AAU ball. Imagine how much money he would have to spend year round outside of your expenses. You know,
But them 7-on-7 camps, bro. We had a 7-on-7 camp in Atlanta. I know just for the camp, the whole weekend we had to stay in Atlanta. I know it cost me a good band and a half. I know.
Easily.
And then for one weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And they do them shit every weekend. I said, oh no.
Travel baseball.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
See what I'm saying? I mean, this is like realistically, you know what I'm saying? This is what we're looking at.
But then not even travel baseball. You talking about being on the high school team costs money because you got to kick in for the uniform, you got to kick in for this, kick in for that booster, and you still got to pay to get into the game and all of that kind of shit. Like, yeah, that shit costs money.
And that's outside of what you already have budgeted for. So unless I'm a physician and my spouse is a physician or a nurse practitioner, because they make just as much as the physicians do now, when you got that type of money that you playing with, and it's different. But also remember, when you have that type of money and that type of title, you don't have a lot of time when it comes to relationships, and that's just with your spouse and with your children.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the world that we live in. You know, people idolize the Jay-Z and Beyonce relationship, but we don't know how much time they actually spend together. You know what I'm saying? She is a entertainer who's always on tour. Jay is the one who's not really, you know what I'm saying, doing rap like that no more. He's a straight businessman. People idolize certain things and they don't realize, man, it's so much that you have to do to get to a level where you can say, okay, now I can sort of sit back and do all this family stuff. It is when you're trying to get to that level, man, I couldn't even tell you. I was gone every weekend. You know what I'm saying? We was getting BBE off the ground. And mind you, we started Big Boy Entertainment back in 2006. But we had already was putting the work in at about like 2005. So literally from 2006 up to this is 2022. It's 16 years in the game. Bro, I can promise you for at least for a year or two, maybe 3, almost every weekend we were somewhere. That was Atlanta, Memphis, Nashville, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Jacksonville, Tallahassee, sometimes Orlando, Tampa, Miami. We've been to Columbia, South Carolina. We had to go to Myrtle Beach. You know what I'm saying? We did shows out there too, you know, during Memorial Day weekend. This is a constant thing because you have to always be out there. Now, mind you, I'm missing time on my kids growing up, really. You know what I'm saying? I've missed out on birthdays and everything. That's the truth. So you talking about just a damn relationship with somebody? What woman is gonna sit there and say, yeah, it sounds cool to say that I'm dealing with this guy, but I never see him. And they talk about, well, when do you talk to him? I may not talk to him like till 10 or 10:30 at night. You know what I'm saying? So then somebody on the outside says, like, well, he must have somebody else. He might got something else going on. No, that's just the nature of the
right there. One of her girlfriends gonna say that. Gonna be the one of the first ones to say it.
And then and if you done did all that all day, what you gonna want to do when you come home?
Sleep.
And what is one of the things you not gonna want? for somebody to be all in your pay because they miss you.
I swear, you just keep on. Right on.
That sweet tea, like, okay. She like, okay.
You know,
That's
thank
why I'm
God.
gonna be in damn face when you get out work any damn way. Since you don't like it, I'm gonna still do it. How about that? leave me if you want to.
Hey, all I got to say is devil's advocate. I hope you got some no-dos tonight. You gonna have a long conversation,
Somebody
buddy.
in trouble.
In double.
Totally, Mike. You ain't never lied.
Your mic is off. We can't hear you.
That is why my title is my title. I'm just here to play devil's advocate. Just remind the ladies and gentlemen in the audience that these are all jokes. Please don't take me seriously. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only.
This is how we keep the audience engaged. Otherwise, it's boring as hell. Smile, sis. Oh man, shameless plug too, man. Them Henny wings off the chain, man. Make sure y'all get some, man. Like, it's like.
Let me go ahead and say this real quick, cause I messed around and spent like $30-$40 with her this week. I got to leave her alone because she gonna have me messed up. Them nachos. It took me 2 days to eat them all. The wings. I ate them and fell asleep because it gave me the itis. I'm just saying, if y'all want to do something, y'all need to check out Sweet Tea's plate. What you cooking up this week, Sweet Tea?
I'm getting my Valentine's stuff together now. I'm doing little cake jars. If y'all want to purchase cake jars, I don't know if y'all ever heard of them. It's homemade cakes, but they're gonna be in the mason jar, like with the icing and everything.
Oh wow!
Valentine's Day, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna start back cooking Tuesday. It's gonna be Tuesday through Friday, but I'm getting my Valentine's stuff together and stuff. Yeah, so it's gonna be on and popping this week too.
Okay.
Make sure y'all try these if you get the chance to. I'm addicted
They
to
so
them.
good. They so good. I have them.
Selling remote control drones. Also over there.
He said what? What did he say? What you said, Michael?
I'm
what
talking
you
about
said,
the remote
Michael?
control. I hear you, bro.
I said you also selling remote control.
My man.
Your cake jar
Yeah.
half off.
That's right.
If you buy the underwear, you get the cake jar half off.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Exclusively ordering the Buzz from where you are underwear.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I didn't talk about that.
As you eat your cake in the jar.
Yeah, hey, you can really get your buzz on.
I ain't gonna even laugh at that. You still in the hot seat.
Hey, when I get my app hooked up, that's what she gonna say. Ooh, this seat hot. Ooh, this seat hot. This seat warm. Why warm? And I'm like, why warm? And I'm like,
it ain't funny, brother. It ain't funny, y'all. Don't laugh at him.
Let me cut the camera off. I'm gonna wait till she on a Zoom call with a client. Tell me, so what kind of wings you want? Did you want them high? Hey, or do you want spicy? Or you might want to wet.
Oh, I love it.
But for real, y'all gotta try these. Y'all gotta try these cake jars.
Tonight.
Y'all gotta try these cake jars for real. It's gonna be good. So
Make sure.
What flavors?
Chocolate, strawberry cake. I might do red velvet.
You gotta do red velvet for Valentine's Day. Gotta do red velvet.
Yeah.
But no, the strawberry will be for Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Make sure you get me that your menu before Tuesday so I can get it on.
Gotcha.
411 report on Tuesday and Thursday.
Okay.
With that being said, since we didn't got everybody's, because I think we lost Cassandra and Peg.
I think for the most part, though, I think everybody's in agreement that it is just as hard.
I think it is. It's hard for different reasons.
Yeah, for different reasons.
I think that it's hard for different reasons. And I think Tank said it best when he was on. Like most guys don't have a checklist that we go down when we looking for women. You know what I'm saying? We see somebody that we like, we go to them, we try to talk to them, we try to get to know them. And it's kind of like, well, I don't know, and I have to ask the ladies that we have on the panel if they do this. If you're going out with a guy, do you have a checklist that you go down and check it? And if he's making this, if he's checking off every box on his checklist, that's what's gonna make you decide whether or not you want to stay with him or not.
That's why they ask y'all them goddamn questions. Where you work at? What kind of car you got? What kind of house you got? How many kids you got? In their mind, they checking off them lists. They checking them off. They checking them off. They checking them off. We be there. You know what? This girl look kind of good. Having food might be fun with her. Let go see. And she look good too, so that's a bonus. She like to eat. I like to eat. We can eat together. That's all we thinking about.
It's that, man. If we got some stuff and we enjoy each other's company or whatever. But it's not just the checklist on its own. We got to be compatible too.
Yeah, facts.
Because you can check all the boxes and y'all can have absolutely nothing in common.
That's because I think sometimes a person they being real with themselves. You can't have these outlandish ass wants and needs, and you yourself can't even provide yourself with the basic aspects of that shit. Ain't bringing somebody else into that ain't gonna help the situation out. Because I'm a damn sure be looking like, damn, do you do anything? Shit. Because like I said, I do a lot. I do a lot. So you know what I'm saying? Is you almost don't necessarily even want a person that's doing as much as you doing and shit, then y'all never see each other. But at the same time, you do want some kind of level of understanding. And I'm like, if you can walk and chew gum at the same time, sweetie, that's a start. Shit.
Right.
We can go from there.
Right.
Don't be a complete just waste of skin.
Right.
Because unfortunately, ladies, some of y'all out there, that's exactly what you are. And trifling ass home.
Don't be a complete wasted of skin.
That's here. And what's worse is that your homegirl know you ain't shit, but she still be trying to push you off on niggas. Ain't that a bitch?
Dudes do the same thing, man.
I ain't say niggas did.
Dudes do the same.
I'm not saying it did, but it's always a temporary fix. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to knock this down. Hey, bro, come on, man. You need to run some interference or something for a little bit. I ain't telling you to try to have no long-term relationship with this motherfucker.
I just need you to keep her friend occupied for about 30, 45 minutes.
That's it. I promise you. We know he ain't shit. He ain't even got no job. That's why it was so easy to bring his ass over here. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't got no job. He stayed either with his mama, sister, or somebody. Nigga might even stay with me. You know what I'm saying? He ain't doing shit. He ain't paying no bill. You might as well just come on over here and help me out with this. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like it, there's always room down at the Salvation Army. But that's all I'm saying. But you know, it's been.
Or you might have that. You might have that homeboy to be like, you know what? If he get a halfway decent woman, he might do all right. And then you got a homegirl, and we hook your half decent homegirl up with our half decent homeboy, and they might be all right. Because you know it be them ones. It be them ones for real, for real. It be them ones that make it. It be them halfway decent motherfuckers, and they combine they live halfway decent ass life, and they do all right, and they be just as content. It be like that.
You know what? I think that was something that I overlooked. Like you said, it's all about what you're looking for in life. They made it like to go to work, go home, sit in front of a TV and shit, have a couple of beers and some joints, and start over, do the same shit the next day. And that's what they both enjoy. And they seem to last forever. And you probably went through your third person. God damn.
Right. And then his homegirl don't fuck with you no more because you don't fuck with her homegirl no more.
Facts. Ain't that a bitch? Can't even come by the house no more.
Hey, that was your homeboy. That was he hit you with that. Hey, man, you know, girl be tripping, man, because you know she said, so you might not have to come by the house. I can meet you at the gym. Then when they hit you with that shit right there, nigga, you was my friend first, man. But you know what I'm saying, man.
It's funny, but it's true. It's like,
but then when I'm gonna tell you, Buck, when it get fucked up, when it hit birthday, but hit old lady throwing the party and she invite your ex, so you gotta sit there and be awkward and fuck.
Trifling ass Donna. Can't stand your ass. I'm like, dude, this nigga here wearing a fragrance. She smell good. Fuck it. I'm not going there tonight. My therapist said I needed the peace. Not doing this shit. I'm saying, yeah, man, take your damn gift. I'm leaving. We go to the fucking bar.
Because if you don't, what'll happen? You end up talking to you. You'll walk by her, and what you said, Buck, and she go smelling all good and shit. And she ain't here with nobody. So you'll just bump into it while you getting some wine and getting a drink at the little open bar. You bump into it. So what's been up with you?
It's straight bullshit.
And then 3 months later, when y'all back in a relationship, you find out she set the whole thing up.
That hurt.
Yeah, I just went off over here saying it is 10 o'clock, which y'all know what that means.
Oh, shit.
It's time for us to close the doors on another edition, Battle of the Sexes. Look, enjoyed it once again, all the time. Buck, I sure hate that you came in at the tail end. I wanted to see your facial expression, or hear your voice when Miss Cassandra said that you can live in Rosedale and
Kansas Court.
Kansas Court and all that.
She said you be comfortable.
She'd like to live over there. I would like to have heard what you would have to say about that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm not mistaken, you stayed in one of them PJs, right? You grew up around one of them, right?
I grew up in both East Circle, North Circle, McKenzie Court, Rosedale, where I stayed the longest though.
Yeah, would you just like if you had a choice, would you stay there again?
This is the difference. What y'all see, what they see, that's the new shit.
I know, right on.
You know what I'm saying? That right there, if I would have grew up in that, I would be probably a totally different person today. You know what I'm saying? But that's only, if I had to do some stuff, I never say what I won't do, but that right there, okay.
And she did say that too. She did say if she had to, but she did say that she thought she could live comfortable living in the new Rosedale.
In the new Rosedale, that's if she's by herself. You talking about being with somebody. Because when you spend so much time, you know what I'm saying, being able, like, you're in a situation where you got privacy, you got space, you know what I'm saying, and in those complexes you don't have that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But they have to inspect the homes. They be all in your business. That's why I wouldn't, like to move back out there.
Like I said, if you, those are places for me. Like, if you're a retired older person or whatever, that's cool. You ain't got much to keep up with. If you're young, trying to get your foot in the door, trying to do some stuff, cool. But you talking about somebody that's been established, hell no. No. You know what I'm saying? This is America, damn it. We want our freedom and our privacy when we fucking want it. Those places don't allow that. I just, no, not at all. I'm glad I wasn't on for that one. Like, what the fuck you just say? No. I would rather, in all honesty, probably have like a one of those condos in downtown Tuscaloosa, like the ones that's like it's a
right
real
above, right there above where what was that bar used to be on the corner, that corner bar right there above them. Yeah, I can stay right there.
It's one above the shirt shop downtown.
Yeah, right there. Yeah,
beautiful, real. I mean, I could do that. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't know. It's something about even the traffic going through downtown Tuscaloosa late at night. You won't really hear nothing. But during the daytime, still like that hustle and bustle. Yeah, that's cool. I could do that. You know what I'm saying? And if you think about it, that's actually a pretty spiffy type of bachelor type crib at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, so that I could understand. Going back into a Rosedale McKenzie Court, no. I'm talking about if I don't have kids and people having young kids running around and shit, my patience is ran the fuck down. My kids damn near grown. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my patience is right now. And then, I got elementary kids I deal with Monday through hell, fuck no. Damn, riding your bike, bumping into my car, chipping my paint and shit. They got come outside, get to slap it on something. Get your ass. Where your mama at? Fucker.
We on the same boat right there, but I can't do a whole bunch of little kids, man. I'd be ready to shoot the half on them. But with that being said, and y'all probably keep kids away from me. Especially they bad children. I shoot the half on them. That's how I grew up.
Thanks,
Mike gonna be on the blotter. Abuse of a minor.
Ain't that a bitch?
Hey, and all the old folks in the neighborhood gonna be like, and he should have whooped his ass too. He kept knocking his garbage cans over.
That's some shit, man.
We're gonna check it out. Well, is Sound Booth ENT production, produced by yours truly, Michael Big Mike Wilson, and Carmelo DJ Mello Hair. So y'all need anything done by way of video production, check DJ Mello out. He on Facebook. Like to appreciate, thank everybody who's been on the panel tonight. Got Buck Dollar, Stan G, Tank Sinatra, who had to bow out. Of course, Lady Boss Lady T, Sweet T, Mr. Sandra, and Ted. Thank y'all so very much. And also, don't forget about the Joe Advocate, who was sitting there here stirring stuff up like he does.
That's my guy.
He does it better than anybody.
That's my guy.
Stan G. And the brother Stan G. Put it in here. Y'all, we'll be back around here on next Sunday. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Y'all like what you see, man. Go ahead on this program. Tell everybody to check us out, man.
Mike, remember next Monday is the Super Bowl. I mean next Sunday the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Dang show here. Hey, we got to be here next Sunday. We watching Super Bowl.
But if you want to see some content from us, just check out one of our shows on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube.
That's right.
So there you go.
And that's why she the boss lady. That's what I'm talking about, T. Step up, damn it. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
In case I forget stuff, she put me in spot. So there it is. And I'm quite sure Sweet Tea gonna have some plates that she's selling for Super Bowl in case y'all want to get y'all grub on. I don't know.
No. Cause it just I'm gonna say this. She ain't making no plays. The weekend gonna be booked. Like the weekend booked.
It's Valentine weekend.
Oh, well.
Yeah. That why she getting all the Valentine's Day shit out the way now. That why she getting all out the way now. There ain't gonna be no request over the weekend. She gonna be busy. Now, whatever conversation we gonna have after we get off this motherfucker, that ain't gonna change none of that. She gonna be busy the weekend. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about no conversation we finna have. Listen. Hold on, wait a minute. But listen, it don't matter what conversation we have when we get out this goddamn phone. Nothing is gonna change the fact that she's gonna be busy next weekend. Ain't nothing gonna change that. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. You can all you want to. You all you want to. See if anything get cooked after Friday, Valentine weekend. If you ain't got your orders in by Friday, if she ain't delivered the motherfuckers to you by the time it got dark Friday, you ain't getting it. You ain't getting it. Don't be waiting to the last minute talking about some sus. Once it get dark on Friday, February the 11th. Once it get dark, I will be in Tuscaloosa. Don't even. Phone gonna be on D&D the whole weekend.
Game, set, match.
Hey.
Oh shit. Tell that ass up, Lee. That boy's so stupid.
Fact.
He's so stupid.
Fact.
Oh man.
Fact. I'm telling you. What little baby said? Her phone on D&D. I'm all up in her cervix.
Oh man, it's time to go, y'all. It's time to go.
Yeah, I gotta go to work tonight. All right, y'all.
Y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all back here not next Sunday, but Sunday after that. Y'all please have a very safe week. And Stan, I know you got Russell Stover on discount.
He won't be on discount till Monday.
But we get that employee discount though.
Yeah. You know what? I gotta see if we actually got Russell Stovers. I gotta see if we actually got some. If we do, I grab your box.
Well, I'm a little bit more high class than that. I do Peterbrook. But anyway,
it is true.
Hey, Hey, producer, you need to get that clip of that little Japanese man saying emotional damage. Cause that's what I do. That's what I just encountered right there. Emotional damage. Like, wow. Okay, all right then, Mike. Okay. Keep my little motherfucking chocolate, put it in my pocket, take it home.
Bring it to me, baby. Just bring it to me.
Mr. Motherfucking Peter Brook. Motherfucking Peter Brook. Okay. Okay, all right. God damn it. They is good though. I'm not gonna lie. Peter Brook is good. I can't lie. I'm just hating a little bit. Peter Brook is good. Good fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
But don't worry about it. You come in Friday, man. Come get me. I'll take you over there. But anyway,
yeah, because you know the folks.
Yeah, I know them. Yeah.
I know.
I like Peter Brook. Peter Brook good though.
Yes, they are. Delicious.
Yeah, it's really good.
Hey, and they chocolate covered strawberry is gonna be what? Fresh. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm doing that too, but you can go and get your little Peter Brook. I'm doing chocolate strawberries, so you can go and get your little Peter Brook.
Emotional damage. My nigga. That's why you my nigga. That's why you my nigga. That is why.
Every day.
That is why he is the greatest producer who ever lived. He is going to be bigger than Puff Daddy. That is why right there. And when we 70 years old and he toured around the world, I'm gonna remember this clip on YouTube when I called for emotional damage and he provided it for me. And that's why he the greatest right there. That's why he the greatest. When he is inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or whatever the producers go to, this gonna be on his speech. I predicted this back in 2022 because he found that emotional damage clip. Goddamn it, he found that shit. Quick too. I'm talking about quick. I'm talking about like that shit was 30 seconds. I wasn't expecting him to hit me with it that fast. I thought he might have hit the shit the next time we did the show. This nigga got this motherfucker off before we got through with the little bit we was doing. Wow, that's great. I'm talking about that's excellence at its finest right there, buddy. You can't get no better than that.
That's right.
Chick-fil-A ain't got service like that.
All right.
We're gonna be here all night. Y'all please be careful. Peace to you.
Yeah, be safe. Have a good week. Have a blessed week, y'all.
All right. Y'all too.
Stanley, hit me up next week. Buck Dollar, have a good one.
Buck already gone.
Oh, he been gone. Okay.
All right.
Can I get a sound check? 1, 2. For my folk up in the sound booth. Hey, can I get a sound check? 1, 2. For my folk up in the sound booth. Rock on. This is the sound booth. Yes, we all around you in the land of titles where we known the rock houndstooth and the talent surrounds you. I know it confounds you that these country bumpkin folks can straight up astound you. This is the place where we speak our mind and smoke in my lungs. And I die if I hold it and I can't hold my tongue. I'm bringing all I got. I ain't holding nothing back. That's why I'm the goat at this when it come to making tracks, making bangers in the factory without even trying. And my city reveres me, so tell me where I'm lying. If it's Peasy endorsed and it's platinum, of course, been dominating the charts and BDS reports. Now paving the way for my sound booth fam. Cause yes, they the best, cause they rockin' with Sam. And yes, they the best, cause they rockin' with us. And I don't endorse no other station, so I guess you out of luck. Can I get a sound check? 1, 2. For my folk up in the sound booth, huh? Can I get a sound check? 1, 2. For my folk up in the sound booth, come on. Now let me get a sound check. 1, 2. For my folk up in the sound booth, yeah. Hey, can I get a sound check? 1, 2. For my folk up in the sound booth, rock on. Come on. I said the news tunes dropping, ain't no stopping. This show's hot topics, got the whole city watching. The west side rocking, south side rocking. 6ix9ine Shelton State, you ain't just watch it blow up. You think your internet small? That just tell me that you don't know much at all. But it's small thing to a giant, the sound booth name. Reaching out to everybody, that's the sound booth claim. And all your local artists need to check this here. They playing you for free, can't get that nowhere. Now stop saying you hot. Let the people decide exactly what you got. If it's hot non-stop, they playing for your peers. I should know. They been rocking with Sam Pieces for years. This is the sound booth. They been rocking with me for years. Yo, can I get a sound check 1, 2 for my people in the sound booth? Can I get a sound check 1, 2 to my people in the sound booth? Yeah, can I get a sound check 1, 2 for my folk up in the sound booth? Let me get a sound check 1, 2 for my folk up in the sound booth. Rock on.